Marines, this video is brought to you by Marine Corps Systems Command, located in Quantico, Virginia. The purpose of this video is to address safety concerns involving the use of personal protective equipment, commonly referred to as PPE. The safety concerns involving Marines and sailors unnecessarily putting themselves at risk of severe injury or death due to the way that they're wearing their PPE, as well as Marines and sailors buying their own PPE from commercial off-the-shelf. We'll address these concerns, as well as provide applicable references in more detail and information in MARADMINs and safety use messages. Let's first look at the Enhanced Combat Helmet, the ECH, and the High-Cut ECH. These helmets are designed to provide both ballistic and blunt impact protection. Both helmets utilize a suspension system that's part of the overall protection that the helmets provide. You know the suspension system as pads. It's your helmet's pads that specifically provide you with the blunt impact protection. Recent studies have revealed that Marines and sailors are removing some or all of the pads from the helmets. Reports also indicate that users are swapping out approved pads for commercial pads. Removing the pads drastically reduces the level of protection that the helmet was designed to provide, which can result in severe injury, including traumatic brain injury or death. Likewise, swapping out your pads for pads obtained outside from other sources puts the wearer at risk. Removing your helmet pads is the equivalent in purposely removing airbags from your car. Just like the airbags are designed to absorb blunt impact, these pads in your helmets absorb the kinetic energy that's introduced when the helmet is impacted. With the ECH, you can see that there's 7 pads. All 7 pads are required to be in the helmet. The 4 oval pads covering the hardware used for the retention system, and 2 oblong pads in the rear and in the front, as well as a round pad for the crown of the center of the helmet. Onto the High-Cut ECH. The High-Cut ECH has 10 pads. All 10 pads are required to be in proper configuration to provide the blunt protection. On either helmet, if you're having to add or remove pads to achieve a better overall fit, you're most likely in the wrong size helmet. You should return to the issue facility and obtain the correct size helmet. Likewise, if the Velcro patches are no longer adhering to the pads, go back to the issue facility and either get a new helmet or have new Velcro patches installed. Remember, both helmets have a quick reference guide that should be utilized when necessary or follow-on questions. So what's your takeaway regarding the helmets? Only utilize the pads that were issued with the helmets, and all pads must be in the proper configuration when utilized. Now let's discuss the small arms protective inserts. Back in 2022, the Marine Corps fielded a lightweight version of the ESAPI, the lightweight plate. Lightweight plate's 33% lighter than your standard ESAPI. This plate is not, I repeat not, replacing the current ESAPI. Instead, it will supplement its protective posture based off your unit's adhering to. It gives the commander the option, based off of mission analysis and the enemy threat assessment, on which plates they prefer to use. Now let's talk about an issue that we've been seeing in many units, and that's Marines removing the soft armor from their body armor vest. The soft armor in your vest works in conjunction with your ESAPI to provide the maximum level of protection. Removing your soft armor is like removing your airbags from your car. Your PC Gen 3 is a little bit more complex. The soft armor inserts contained in the inner carrier of your soft armor should never see the light of day. We've seen users removing the soft armor from the inner carrier and placing it in the outer carrier. The soft armor insert is designed specifically to be stowed in the inner carrier. When removed from the inner carrier, the carrier is placed directly into the outer carrier, and over time, the edges of the soft armor will begin to roll on itself, reducing the protection needed along the sides and the top and bottom of the vest. So what's the takeaway regarding body armor? Never remove your soft armor. Let's discuss the procurement of PPE and/or PPE accessories. It's strictly unauthorized for individual Marines as well as Marine Corps units to procure and/or utilize PPE from commercial sources. There's a reason for that. You have no idea what testing, if any, has been done on the items you purchase from commercial vendors, whether it's brick and mortar store or online. Regardless of the claims of government approval and/or testing, unless it's authorized by the Marine Corps and/or issued by the Marine Corps issue facility, it should be considered unauthorized for purchase and wear. Marines, the topics covered in this video can mean the difference between life and death. Each of you are personally accountable for following the regulations and ensuring the proper wear of the PPE. Leaders, at all levels, it's your responsibility to enforce these standards. By doing so, we not only safeguard our lives, but also enhance our effectiveness and survivability to any mission.